This is your Adventist News, a service of the South Bahamas Conference of Seventh-day Adventists. I'm Tamika Fox. In this week's broadcast, youth are encouraged to remain committed to God, and Pathfinder organization celebrates 75 years. These stories and more on this week's Adventist News. October is celebrated as National Youth Month by the Division of Youth, Sports and Culture. And to jumpstart the celebration, representatives from the ministry worshipped at the Hillview Seventh-day Adventist Church on Saturday, October 5th. While bringing greetings, Atlantic Caribbean Union Youth Director, Pastor Terry Tanis, highlighted the Youth Division's theme, Homecoming, Let's Make More Memories, and reflected on its meaning.
As I reflected and I viewed the premise upon which the Honorable Minister assisted in coining this theme, it calls for us to erect a bridge that connects our past with our future. It is an important time for us to respect where we came from. God forbid the next generation, or the generation that intends or decides to build a future without respecting and acknowledging its past.
From the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture, the head of the Division of Youth, Sandina Neely, in her greetings, shared her appreciation for the moments the department gets to worship with the youth of the South Bahamas Conference.
We feel like we're home. This is now our third year celebrating with the Seventh-day Adventist Church. We absolutely love all of your young people, and we hope they feel at home with us because the Division of Youth prides itself in being a home and even a refuge for all of our young people. And as has been so eloquently stated by several speakers, you all always embrace our themes that we come up with, and this year is no exception.
Preaching from the scripture text, 1 Samuel 17:40-51, South Bahamas Conference Youth Director, Pastor Manasseh Sims, reminded the youth in the service that although David was a common youth, he still had to remain committed to God.
Here he is, though, common, but consecrated. But in his consecration, he had to stay committed. If youth are going to be called to conquer, you need to be committed. Because Goliath ain't nothing to play with. No way. Goliath is too big for David to hit. But at the same time, he's too big for God to miss. And if you stay committed, young people, Goliath got to fall.
The service ended with the announcements of the National Youth March to be held on Sunday, October 13th, followed by the Youth Awards ceremony on October 29th, 2024. The Pathfinder organization recently celebrated a milestone, 75 years of cultivating young minds and nurturing spiritual growth through outdoor activities, education, and community service. This year's celebration, themed Jesus Camps With Us, serves as a powerful reminder that no matter where we are or what challenges we face, Jesus is always by our side, sharing in our adventures. During Pathfinder Week, which is held every third week in September, club members adorn their school uniforms with their Pathfinder scarves. On October 5th, Pathfinders, adventurers, and master guides gathered at the Hillview Church to attend an uplifting rally. During the rally, several Pathfinders shared inspiring testimonies of their camping experiences at the International Pathfinder Camporee, which was held this past summer in Gillette, Wyoming. These testimonies highlighted moments of faith, camaraderie, and personal growth.
At the Camporee, I was lucky to be able to be a part of the setup team, which went days before to the campground to help set up tents and the kitchen for the Bahamas Pathfinders. We were in the middle of preparing for the rest of our club to come when we got news that some of the flights were delayed in multiple airports due to the storm. Although, in spite of this, we continue to pitch tents, having faith that God will bring our Pathfinders to the campground safely.
A demonstration on pitching a tent was also done by the Johnson Park Pathfinders, drawing parallels to building a strong foundation of faith. Just as a tent's foundation must be firm and secure to withstand the elements, our faith must be deeply rooted in God's Word to withstand life's challenges. The rally concluded with a charge by Youth Director Manasseh Sims and a friendly drill-off between various Pathfinders. The youth arm of Women's Ministries, GEMS, Girls Empowered for Ministry and Service, continues to encourage girls to get excited about Jesus Christ and being of service in His church and the community. On Sunday, September 29th, young ladies gathered at the S.C. McPherson Junior High School, where a service was held for some of the female students under the theme, My Body, Your Vessel. The service provided a platform for the girls to explore important topics as they transition into womanhood. Engaging topics covered making a prayer list and stress management by Heather Roll, the importance of drinking water by Linnea Taylor, dressing to impress by Santos Sargent, and the importance of dental care by Dr. Shakina Turnquest. After the service, the young ladies were given care packages containing hygiene and grooming products. The event was a success as the girls enjoyed a day of learning, sharing, and mentorship. The GEMS department looked forward to continuing this journey of empowerment and support for the next generation of women. According to Heather Roll, GEMS leader of the New Providence Church, it is the hope that GEMS continues to further strengthen bonds with young ladies in the church and community through spirit-filled initiatives and programs. We say congratulations to Astra Bowlin, who represented the South Bahamas Conference at the Union Level Bible Connection. The competition took place on September 28th in Freeport, Bahamas, at the Freeport Seventh-day Adventist Church. Other contestants included Daniel Bailey from the Cayman Islands Conference, Caitlin McKinney from the North Bahamas Conference, and Jonathan Daniel from the Turks and Caicos Island Conference. Several youth representatives from the various conferences came to support the event. The results of the competition were as follows: Astra Bowlin in first place, followed by Daniel Bailey in second, Jonathan Daniel in third, and Caitlin McKinney in fourth. We congratulate all participants on a job well done. And as Astra prepares for the next level of the competition, we wish her all the best as she represents the Atlantic Caribbean Union. We continue with our youth highlight for October with Tania Durant, who hails from the Kemp Space Seventh-day Adventist Church from the South Andros District. Tania has volunteered at the local community clinic as a tour guide, media personnel, and the senior citizen home with the South Andros Pathfinder and Adventurers Club, SAPAC Royals, which she is an active member of. She has represented her club in the Bible Connection and the 5th IAD Pathfinder Camporee. Tania is the 2024 salutatorian and graduate of the South Andros High School and is a first-year Bachelor of Science Biology student. Her favorite Bible verse is 2 Peter 3:18. When we come back, we'll have more on what's coming up in the South Bahamas Conference.
Introducing Women of Faith, the second devotional launch by the Women's Ministry Department of the South Bahamas Conference. Enjoy 216 daily reflections written by women for women. The devotional is now available at the Adventist Book and Nutrition Center, located on Tonic Williams Darling Highway. You can also call 242-341-4021 for more information. Each page will inspire you to live boldly and grow in your relationship with God. Get your copy of Women of Faith today and discover the beauty of putting your faith in God.
Welcome back to our Adventist News. And coming up in the South Bahamas Conference, the ASI Bahamas chapter invites all to worship with the organization for a special ASI Sabbath, which will be held at the Centerville Church this Sabbath, October 12, 2024. The Atlantic Caribbean Union will host its 2024 Women's Conference under the theme Rescuing Your Values for Mission this weekend beginning October 11th through 13th. The conference will be held at Atlantis Paradise Island with international guest speaker Jill Marconi, Vice President of 3ABN. The Centerville Church Adventist Single Adult Ministries presents the Single Pulse, poolside spoken word event, a night of short stories and poetry on Saturday, October 19th, 2024 at 7:30 p.m. This event is open to SBC singles of every category and their friends. The Children and Adolescent Ministries Week of Prayer will be held from October 13th through 19th under the theme The Hope That Saves. The Week of Prayer will conclude with joint services on Friday, October 18th at 7 p.m. and Sabbath, October 19th at 11 a.m. at the Berea Church on Blue Hill Road with Pastor Terry Tanis. The Maranatha Church Health Ministries Department is inviting all to a fun run walk on October 13th, 2024, beginning at 6 a.m. It will begin at Sea Grapes Shopping Center on Yamakor Beach and back. The Bethany Church's Gospel series titled The Messages of Hope continues until October 26th. The evangelist is host pastor Kareem Black with off nights Monday, Thursdays, and Saturdays. The Hillview Church will be hosting an evangelistic series open to all under the theme In His Good Hands. The speaker for this series will be ministerial intern Elder Romiko Young and will begin November 3rd and run until November 16th, 2024. Meetings will be held at 7 p.m. to 8:15 p.m. with off nights on Thursday and Saturday. A joint crusade with the Trinity and La Senda de la Vida SDA churches will be held under the theme Heaven is Your Home, beginning October 12th to 19th at 7 p.m. with Pastor Radel Duffus on Penny Savings Bank Lane off Wolf Road. The off nights will be Monday, October 14th. All are invited to attend and bring a family member, friend, or neighbor. During the weekend of November 1st through 3rd, 2024, the South Bahamas Conference of Seventh-day Adventists will be having its Bible conference under the theme Rediscovering Biblical Truth with guest presenter Dr. Daniel Bediako, Associate Director of the Seventh-day Adventist Biblical Research Institute. Feel free to visit the South Bahamas Conference website at southbahamasconference.org to receive more information on all our upcoming conference events. There, you can also view a rebroadcast of our Adventist news updates along with other local programming from our cable channel ATV 658 and read the weekly logos as well as the Adventist page from the Nassau Guardian.
Dengue fever is a mosquito-borne disease. Mosquitoes usually spread the disease in tropical and subtropical areas such as the Bahamas. Dengue fever is spread when the Aedes mosquito is infected with the virus. When that mosquito bites a person, the virus is then transferred to that individual's blood. It can only be spread by the bite of a female mosquito, and it cannot be spread directly from one person to another. After 4 days from being infected, the symptoms begin and can last up to 10 days. These symptoms can include fatigue, nausea, severe joint pain, sudden high fever, severe headaches, and pain behind the eyes. If you are experiencing like symptoms, make sure to drink lots of water and see your doctor. To lessen your chances of being bitten when indoors, if available, use air conditioning. Mosquitoes hate the cold weather. Also, try applying mosquito repellent, wearing long sleeves and long pants, and use mosquito nets while sleeping. Make sure that all screens are secure and free from holes. Mosquitoes lay eggs in stagnant still waters, so to prevent them from bleeding outdoors, Make certain that all containers such as buckets and tubs are not capturing water. Keep in mind that items such as tires and blocked gutters can likewise collect water. By using certain plants like peppermint and garlic in your yard, you can help to repel mosquitoes.
Let's go now to the Adventist News Network with our news feature from around the world.
ADRA delivers critical aid to refugees in Kursk, a conflict-affected region in Russia.
Refugees in Kursk are facing a dire situation after being forced to flee their homes due to ongoing conflict in the border areas. Thousands are now living in temporary shelters as the humanitarian crisis continues to grow. Government aid is helping, but it's not enough to meet the overwhelming needs. Several charitable organizations have stepped in, with the Adventist Development and Relief Agency, ADRA, playing a crucial role. From the earliest days, ADRA has provided essential aid, including food packages and folding beds. As the crisis continues, the demand for clothing, bedding, and shelter remains high. In partnership with other entities and volunteers from local churches, ADRA has delivered over 1,500 bedding sets and 100 folding beds to Kursk, offering immediate relief to displaced families. The total aid provided has reached 2.2 million rubles, and ADRA remains committed to delivering ongoing support, addressing both immediate needs and long-term recovery.
ADRA's work in Kursk shows that even in tough times, compassion brings hope. With volunteers and partners, lives are being changed, proving that every act of kindness matters.
Well, that's it for our Adventist news from the South Bahamas Conference of Seventh-day Adventists. To share what is happening at your church, please email your news stories and upcoming events to sbcadventistnews@gmail.com. To view a rebroadcast of the Adventist News, along with other programming, and to keep in touch with what's happening at our conference, visit our website at southbahamasconference.org. The SBC Media Network's Facebook and Instagram pages are filled with lots of materials from the Communications Department, so you would want to check those out. And remember to subscribe, like, follow, and share. You can watch and listen to programs from our radio station, Word SBC 88.3 FM, and our Adventist television channel, ATV 658. Get updates, insights, and first-hand information from the SBC Media Network as it happens. The programming from the ATV 658 can also be viewed on the South Bahamas Conference YouTube channel. So, feel free to watch a recap of our Adventist news. On behalf of our production team, it was our pleasure to bring you tonight's news updates. I'm Tamika Fox for the SBC Media Network. Have a happy Sabbath.